Hey guys, I just want to do a quick market update recap on previous market updates I did and the reasoning as to why. So this is sort of an educational video into why I made those updates, why I made those predictions, and then also I'll just throw in at the end where I think Bitcoin's moving next. So last week we had two poor short positions. Both of them stopped out, and I made the correct decision to stop trading for the week and let Bitcoin pan out. Now, while my idea was perfect, like I was very bearish towards the mid to end of last week, and we did see this huge drop which wiped out the whole of last week's gains in one day. The timing was poor, and that's the problem when you get these super bullish price movements to one directional to the upside. It's simply not going to reverse until it hits a super key area of liquidity. It just won't have enough selling pressure until it hits a key zone, and then it just gets hammered, as we just seen today. Um, so that was a good decision on my part there. Idea was right, just execution was incorrect, and that's something that I obviously need to improve on. Secondly, then recapping on my market update. So a few of you mentioned that I got a pinpoint in terms of 69.5. Why did I say 69.5? Very simple. So we actually said two different things. So we identified this three drive pattern. We then also identified this imbalance and said that 69.5 is going to be a key zone. A bit of both happened. So first of all, the imbalance. All we did was we went on the 4 hour time frame. We identified these huge vector candles and FEGs, that low and this high there. That was a massive FEG that had been untapped. 69.5 is simply just the top of it. Now I went on a smaller time frame and actually marked off a resistance point at 69.5, but like the pretty much that imbalance was 69,360. Now the reason why I said it did both was because it actually created a different three drive pattern than what I was looking at. So on a higher time frame, like the 4 hour, the first I originally I'd marked this as a high, this is a high, and this is a high. In hindsight, though, this was probably too quick of a move. Like, it's just one huge wick. It's not really an established high. Um, so in the end, Bitcoin just created an extra high, and this is more of like a typical three drive pattern that you'd see, like the move up, so like the curved move up like that, rather than just like one hit and follow through, if that makes sense. So that was sort of an incorrect. I was too early in identifying the three drives there, but we got it nonetheless. Um, and in terms of where I think Bitcoin can move next, so it is a tricky one. I have to say. So we did take out key imbalances here, um, particularly this green vector and this sort of one directional move up here. We do also have this red vector candle that we're currently reclaiming from New York Brinks, and the fact that that's during the Brinks session tells us quite a bit. We all know Brinks is a manipulation playground, so we could easily see this vector being totally recovered and a move up to 68.150. On the 4 hour then as well, these are all vector candles to the downside, and we've had a really nice bounce from a 50 EMA and slash 200 EMA on the 1 hour, 50 on the 4 hour. Um, so it is a tough one. The only reason I'd be cautious is that the just simply down to the fact that this has been a very one sided move. I wouldn't be surprised to see a bit more of a deeper retracement, but then at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised to see full on continuation, especially because of the EMA there. So for me personally, I think I'm gonna wait for either a W formation on Bitcoin on a higher time frame. So we did somewhat get one here. We got that's leg down, up. That was the second like that, if you know what I mean. draw it there like this. We could potentially see something like that. I mean that we did get one on a short time frame, although I think I'd rather wait for a larger time frame W. So what I mean by that is something like this. Now that's very poorly drawn, but you get the idea of significantly higher time frame W. If we, and I'm not gonna, and that's the only scenario I'm gonna execute along. If we get that second leg down and we don't manage to hold, then again, I've been saying this all of last week, this huge, I don't know what type of candle we had that day, the bottom of that is still a key area to me. It's still an area I think that is a very, could be a very pivotal point, and an area I'd like to see retested again in the future. So for now, in summary, look, it is very 50-50. I did talk about in my update this morning before this massive move to the downside happened that I was targeting the range low. So we deviate from the range high and that we'd move to the opposite side of the range. As we did, this was the opposite side. Whether or not we're actually going to sweep that range or not, I don't know. For now, I'd probably be expecting upside just strictly on the way we're moving at the moment, continuation to the upside. But I'm not going to take any trade. I think I'm going to sit on the sidelines for this one, and see what's up first. Again, like that's a huge move for a Monday. Monday is known for being very pivotal. We saw last week that huge move to the upside on Monday marked, well, Sunday night / Monday, hour zero, that marked the bottom. That was the bottom for the week. Could we see this being the top for the week? That's the move in then. I don't know. So I'm just going to be a bit cautious for now. I'm going to wait for confirmation before opening any long positions, sit in my hands, and see what plays out. But look, that's just the reasoning behind my prediction and analysis. I know a lot of you guys were very skeptical of my bias for downside, despite Bitcoin appearing very bullish. And again, it's always when you think that, oh look, we're going to 70k, we're breaking out, that's when they'll get you. That's when the market will top. And look, it happened here. So I might seem mad sometimes. You might be asking, why is he bearish? But that's it exactly. It's whenever you're least expecting it that the market's gonna switch on you. Which, in all honesty, makes getting these short positions very difficult, because it can be pretty nerve-wracking. But when it works, it pays well. So anyway, just thought I'd make a quick video explaining that, and I hope you all have a great week, and hopefully we can get some, sounds wrong, but hopefully we actually do get further downside movement so I can initiate a long position and ride the move back up to all-time highs. Thank you for watching, and I'll be in touch.